Hello and good morning from Hong Kong. You're watching Global Sources Live Supplier Stories. My name is Tom and I'm very pleased to be your host today as once again we welcome some expert suppliers from the international, in this case, electronics industry to talk about their experiences and insights on the topic du jour for you, the international sourcing professional. Today's topic, excitingly, is sourcing electronics in 2022, and we've had the invaluable help of the Taiwan Electrical and Electronics Manufacturers Association. I think I got that right, or TEEMA, as we call them for short around here, to help us assemble our guest panel today. So I'll be introducing those guests very soon, but first of all, I would like to remind you that this whole live streaming thing is designed for you, and that means we want to be giving you the information that you need and answering the questions you have. And the best way for us to know what those are is if you tell us. So do leave your comments and questions and observations, recommendations in the comments below this video, wherever you're watching it, whether that be Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, and those will appear for us not quite instantaneously, so please don't be frustrated if there's a bit of a delay, but generally we will see those come in, and questions that come in from you we can put to our panel towards the end of the live stream. And of course, if you just want to leave them any comments and things, perhaps that is just fine as well. Why not write in and tell us where you're watching this, wherever you are in the world right now. So that is enough waffle from me to begin with. As I say, the topic today is sourcing electronics in 2022. And so I think it would be a very good idea now for me to introduce the first of our three guests who will be talking with us today on that topic, and that is Lily Chen of Samlife Technology. And if I just check my control panel, I think I can make that work. Yeah, hi, good morning, Lily.
Hi, good morning.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. Well, how are you? And actually, where are you calling us from this morning?
I feel very cool and very comfortable.
Excellent, excellent. That's the plan. And are you calling from Taiwan today?
Yes.
Yeah, you are. In which city?
I'm located in Taoyuan.
Taiwan. Oh, I've heard of that. I don't really know where it is, though. Is it close
Actually,
to
it's
Taichung,
just
or?
around the airport. It's very near. Yeah.
That's why I've heard of it. Of course, I've seen it on the departures boards at airports back when we could fly to places. That would be it. Excellent. So, well, I say thank you for joining us. So you're going to be sharing the insights from your company, Samlife Technology. So to help our viewers understand what that point of view is, could you introduce your company in a couple of minutes? Tell us maybe what you make and where you sell it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think first of all we can play a video and then I will explain later. That will be more clear, right?
Okay, that's a good idea. Let's have the intro video now and talk after. All right, Samlife. Here we go. there we go. So I'm guessing you want to talk a bit about the Enopod. Why don't you go ahead and talk us through it?
Yeah. I think our main product is a portable power bank. And for now, we design portable power bank solution for not only for mobile power, but also for B2B, like hospital, then the theater or drone and photography, and some inspection cards. So it's very useful and very wide because you can use not only for outdoor activities, also for businessmen. So it's very useful because it's portable. And so it's like the small UPS you can do the portable and hand carry. It's very convenient. So sometimes it's a customer tell us how they use this product. And we are very proud of our product because we have a lot of worldwide patent. And we made this product in Taiwan. So I think our video is quite long, so I can introduce our product like this.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, thank you. Yeah, the video, I think, got the message across rather well. I'd forgotten about the silent bit in the middle. I was worried there was a problem, but it is meant to be silent. All right, so thank you, Lily. I think, well, of course, you'll be able to share more, relevant information from your company later as we discuss the questions as well about sourcing in 2022. So let's bring on the next of our three guests today, and that is Joseph Fan of Taiwan Oasis Technology, or I think Oasis Tech for short. Is that right, Joseph?
Yes.
Excellent. So, well, first of all, thank you for joining us today, Joseph. Are you also calling us from the northern Taiwan area, or whereabouts are you?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Joseph from Oasis Tech. My company is located in Shizi of northern. Shizi is in New Taipei City in northern part of Taiwan. They are located in the U Town, a new industrial zone. Anyone coming to Taiwan, come across area, welcome to sit with us and have a cup of coffee.
Fantastic. And so, can you tell us about Oasis Tech, about your products and so on?
Okay, Oasis Tech, we are a very old company established in 1974. It's a 47 years old company. We are listed in Taiwan and started trading in Taiwan stock market in the year 2004. And we are a very early company to move into China. And our factory in China is located in Xiegang of Dongguan City. So currently we have a factory in China as well as in Taiwan. Our China factory focus only in the manufacture of the LED components like the 7-segment display, SMD display, and the traditional lamp through-hole type LED display. Now in Taiwan, our factory, we focus only on the value-added products as we are go downstream to have the LED modules and system and the LED lighting application. Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, now I believe we also have a promo video from Oasis that we can show to take a look at your products. If it's okay, I'll play that right now. Let's see. Oasis Tech. thank you very much. A lot of information in there that I think viewers might want to go back later and pause the video to read it, which don't do that now, do it later. Keep watching. So yeah, thank you for that. I always love to see inside factory settings. That's always fascinating to me as well. So thanks for sharing that with us, Joseph. And we'll have more questions shortly. But before then, let's get our final, but by no means last guest on, and that is Sarah Lin from Zaward Corporation. Did I get that right?
Yes, you got that right.
Roughly. Hi. So thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty well. All the happier for having you and these our other excellent guests here today. But you're calling us from New York, is that right?
Yes, I'm calling you guys from New York. So it's dark outside, actually.
Yeah, it's still yesterday, isn't it? I guess. So, yeah, how's the weather in New York? I think December's, I believe, is a little chilly in
yeah, it is actually a little bit chilly, and I think we are expecting snow this Wednesday.
All right. So that's I don't know. Is that exciting, or are you bored of snow already?
No, it's not exciting at all for the snow
exactly.
in New York. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Well, perhaps you can give us a bit of an intro to Zaward and what it makes and does, if you don't mind.
So, Zaward Corporation is founded in 1996, and we are a thermal solution provider. So we actually have a company video. If Tom, would you please play the video, and then I'll give more detailed information.
Absolutely. All right, there we go. So yeah, perhaps you can talk us through a bit of what we were just looking at.
Okay, so I think this is very heavy industrial items for you guys. So we are specialized in thermal solutions. So I think when people think about Zaward Corporation, the first thing will pop up would be our signature product, golf fan. So would you mind bringing my coworker Mina, so we can display you some products
on the line here? There we go.
Yeah. So this is our golf fan. So you can see that there is a unique service dimple design. So it actually creates low noise and high airflow. So it's also compatible with LED light. So it's actually a perfect gig for gamers. And as a thermal solution provider, of course, we have a collection of fans. So I will go through a little bit. So for example, our DC fan. So DC fan is usually using for computer components, server or power supply. And so we have a range from 40 to 120 millimeter. And then coming up would be DC blower. So DC blower, I think people would actually be familiar with it because it happens around our daily life. So, for example, hair dryer, hand dryer, vacuum cleaner, and air purifier, you all need DC blower. So what's unique about DC blower is it has direct and concentrated airflow. So it's actually very powerful. So, if you use vacuum cleaner, you need a powerful airflow to suck away the dust. Yeah. And so next coming up is AC fan. So AC fan is more unique. It's not like the DC fan or the DC blower we just talked about. It has aluminum frame and blades. So it's more for heavy duty industrial work. And we offer size from 80 to 220 millimeter. And so next, like in the video, you can see that's DC blower that Mina is demonstrating. Yeah. So next coming up will be our heatsink. So heatsink is the process that you see in the video. There is CNC and skived. So we offer various heatsink processes like extrusion. If Mina would demonstrate extrusion heatsink, maybe it takes a little bit of time.
Maybe that's all right. It's okay,
okay.
yeah, no worries.
So actually, heatsink plays a very important role in thermal solution. So almost everything that you can think of, like for the battery in the car, you need a heatsink for heat dissipation. So this one is extrusion, and then the next one will be skived. So skived will be also very often used for heatsink process. And we will also have next one will be vapor chamber. I think there is a little bit late.
It might be a little bit of a delay on it.
Yeah. So vapor chamber now is so often used, like for example, for smartphones, you will use vapor chamber, and for liquid cooling as well. I think because there's lake, so maybe we'll remove Mina for a little bit. Then maybe yeah. So in the heating process, we have extrusion, skived, vapor chamber, heat pipe, and forging, CNC machining, and we also have other products like thermal paste and Vanguard. And so in Zaward, we don't only offer standard products, we also offer customization products. So I think when you have your projects in our hands, we are offering you the utmost service, and you are in a good care.
All right, thanks very much. Let's see, is Mina shown everything, or are we keeping her up?
Yeah, I think Mina is good.
Okay, thanks, Mina.
Thank you.
It's fairly smooth when you consider that we're in 3 different cities around the world. Okay, let's bring Joseph and Lily back on. Hi, good to have you back, guys. And let's get to the discussion topics. Let me see. Oh, sorry, I'm just pressing the wrong button on the control panel. Bear with me. So the first question then, actually, before we talk about sourcing in 2022, let's look back first. What were the major trends and events that happened in 2021 for your company? And I'd like to go to Lily with that question first. What was big in 2021 for Samlife Technology?
I think is due to the COVID-19. So sometimes we need work from home, and for us, it's no chance to take any exhibition. So sometimes it's very difficult to find a new customer only online. So it's very difficult for us to verify which customer is really interested in your product. So for the sales, it's really difficult to figure out how to develop a new customer and business relationship. I think it's a big challenge for us.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, we often end up discussing on these streams how the supplier is also checking out the buyer when the buyer is checking out suppliers, and I guess that's a big obstacle working from home. I mean, Joseph, Joseph, for your company, what were Did you have a similar experience in 2021? What were the big events of the past year for Oasis Tech?
Okay. Well, we have due to the pandemic, we have witnessed a lot of cost increases in terms of raw material price hike, which I think the industrial people are very well aware. And then also we have faced the difficulties of port congestion, the containers shortages, which results to the delay in the shipment as well as the increase in the freight costs for the customers. And also we know that from the past earlier when we invest in China, it is a place with intensive low labor production facility. But today, it is no longer a cheap labor-intensive country. The labor costs have continuously increases. So to come up with a solution for all these cost increases challenges, our company has invested a lot in automation. Now, when we started our China factory back in 1990, we had a workforce of around 2,000 staff. But today, our workforce is only 650 approximately. However, our output is more than when we were having 2,000 workforce. That is thanks to the technology and the automation that we have invested. Now, the automation that we have invested, first is that we are the first of the two company until today in our industry with the 7-segment display that do automatic pin insertion. Normally, the pins are, I show you, in our product, we have the pins. Normally, these are inserted by manual. But our company is the first to invest in the automatic tooling and automatic insertion. This not only reduces the cost and efficiency in the production, but it also ensures that our sample and the end of life product are always consistent and the same. Right. Then secondly, we also are the few companies, packaging companies that have the upstream own wafer and diode factory and downstream LED lighting application. So we are an integrated operation company. Yes.
I see. Thank you. Yeah, of course. I'm interested to hear this is also affecting electronics manufacturing already, and the kind of rising labor costs in China. Many of our fashion and lifestyle product suppliers have talked about this and have already moved production bases. And of course, I guess it's inevitable that it will affect those higher value products as well. It's interesting to note as well that it's in 2021 that has started to maybe get sharpened by the pandemic as well. And well, same question to you, Sarah. What was big in 2021 for Zaward? Although I fear that there may not be that much left for you after after the previous two answers.
Yeah, so I can actually summarize from Lily. Lily, she said because we couldn't attend exhibitions, so it's really difficult to develop for new clients. And like Joseph said, we do face problems of raw materials and logistic issues, which actually cause us also a lot of hurdles in sourcing and then in shipment. But for Zawad, we have to say we have a very strong team. First of all, everyone is healthy. So business is one thing, but everyone's healthy and all our team got vaccinated. So, and then our team, our people in Taiwan. So everyone is working really hard, really closely. So even though there are logistic issues or raw material, I think our purchaser and our shipping department, they all try their best to make sure every shipment is very smooth. And but to be really lucky for Zawad, because we serve customers across different industries. So even though one industry could be rising, the other one could be falling. So, but overall that we have a good balance with diversity in our strategy, in our business strategy. So I think for 2021 is challenging, but we still have a good year.
Well, that's good to hear. And I mean, well, actually, Sarah, I'd like to stay with you on the next part of that question, which is, so what would you say are some positive signs for buyers? I mean, I guess for you as well, but for buyers in 2022, are there areas of growing demand? Are there other signs of good news in the coming year?
Okay, so actually for us, because in 2021, especially for 5G infrastructure, the demand have been delayed. But then in 2022, we see that all the demands are coming back. So 5G infrastructure is one of the trend, and then the second one would be for cloud service. So you know metaverse, right? So that is also a coming trend for us. And then also, of course, we face in 2021, everybody knows there is shortage of semiconductor, and that has huge impact on EV, on electric vehicles. And then now with the easing of semiconductor shortage, we also see the demand slowly flowing back. So that's the three main areas that we can see, like in 2022, will be good for us.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. I mean, Joseph, from your point of view, what's the good news for LED and related buyers in the coming year, 2022?
Well, in LED industry, in the early time, people ask demand for higher brightness. But today, it has changes. Now, the brightness is no longer any issue. In fact, now for the light indication application for electronic products, which do not require higher brightness, it is becoming a problem to find a low brightness product today. So the industry has changes a lot. In fact, like the application for our products also have diversified to almost every field and in our day-to-day life. Say, for example, any electronic products that we are in touch will require LED. The light on-off light that you see are emitted by the LED, and also the handphone or the television or notebook monitors that we see, the backlight, the screen that you see, the backlight is also light emitted by our LED. So this LED application is now everywhere, and it is in your life. Even the lightings, the street lights, the traffic lights, or even in the factory, the lighting, everything now can be done by the LED. So also when we talk of electric vehicles, even now the headlights, the tail lights, the direction lights also now can be done by the LED. So the high power LED is available, and it is common and highly matured today. Now,
yeah, that does sound. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Okay, yes. Okay. So now, in our the advantage with working with Oasis Tech is that, as I mentioned, the automation. Like earlier, for our major product, 7-segment display, we used to we have to ensure the customers that one digit or multiple digits, when you use them together, it is same color and same brightness. Now those early days, we used to check them by manual. But today we have invested in the computerized scanning machine so that it can be scanned more accurately to check the same brightness and the same color, and also in the more efficient for the production to cost down. And also, like we provide customized design for our customer, where you require special design or special icon in your application. For example, in your air conditioner or in your refrigerator, you may see only the standard 2 digit or the standard digit or you may see with the fancy fuzzy function, which with the special icons or the special features. Now those need a special sticker, we call it overlay, to paste on the product. I can show it to you here.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah, let me make your shot a bit bigger so we can see.
Okay.
There we go.
So now, instead of pasting them by the hand manual, now we have also computerized pasting machine, so can paste it more accurately and without any tolerance, so that the quality is always reliable and consistent.
All right. So not only are LEDs taking over the world, but also it is possible to meet those demands. That is good news. All right. So let's ask Lily that question. I think so for Samlife buyers in your sector, let's call it that. What's the good news coming up in 2022?
I think we already developed a serious model if very powerful and a big capacity. You can see like this. I think it's me.
Yeah.
So it's AC up. It looks like the big one, but have the high capacity. It can support 300 watts voltage. Any electronic device. So it's very useful and very convenient. So for us, we focus on to develop our own brand, and we also do the manufacturer OEM project. So we can service our customer with a full for a universal AC power bank, and all of our AC power bank can use the solar panel. It's about the green power. It's very convenient and economic. So I think our product is very compactive.
Yeah, so solar definitely is an increasingly big deal, so to speak, for consumers. We've been Global Sources, of course. We sort of see across a lot of different verticals, and in pretty much all of them, consumers are increasingly looking for sustainable and green ways of either powering things or having them manufactured. So there is that. Let's go and talk about gloomy, sad things, though. So the negative side of 2022. Actually, I'll ask this to Joseph, I guess. Joseph, what do buyers need to worry about or be careful of in this coming year?
Okay, good question. What to worry? Okay, well, as the song goes, don't worry and be happy. Actually, worry does not solve any problem, but we have to take up these challenges that we are facing. I think the most challenging that we face in our LED components industry, I think, is the cost. Because now because our products are applied in the electronic products, and the electronic products now you have more function but at cheaper cost, especially in the IT industry. So how to cost down is always our challenge, and that's the reason why we continuously invest in the automation to bring down the high labor cost, and then the efficiency and output. Yes.
Yeah, understood. Fair enough. I mean, Sarah, is cost also the main thing to be afraid of, or is there something else as well to think about in 2022?
Yeah, for us, cost definitely, because the spiking raw material cost and potential shortage of any components we may face, and also the logistic issue, for example, in the United States, that hasn't been totally solved yet. So that may result in inflation. So that will be a concern for us, especially for computer components part, because those are actually non-essential goods. Yeah, so that's our concern. And also, the COVID variants, because we expect lockdown and then lift of lockdown. So this is like a cycle. It just like keep repeating. And so that is the concern we actually have. And that will be the challenge prolonged from 2021.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be rolling on longer than the more optimistic predictions. Well, two years ago, people were saying it would be 1 year, so that didn't work out, did it? All right, so thanks, Sarah. And Lily, what do you think that buyers, well, so we've got cost and COVID. Is there anything else that buyers should be concerned about in 2022?
I think just like I mentioned before, the raw material is very shortage, so the lead time is around 3 months. So for us, it's very difficult. Our raw material, a really important part is the battery. Battery for now is for automatic car is very hot, so we are very difficult to get it, or it will the cost increase very much. So we need to pay the cash to buy the battery. So it will increase our cost. So I think it will be a big challenge.
Yeah, that's the irony is that because there's so much demand for for the products, it makes it hard to get the materials. But so, Lily, what would you say then is the outlook in 2022 overall? The outlook for your company and for your part of the electronics industry. Do you think is it looking like a good year or a bad one or in between? What do you think?
We wish it will be a good year, and we will try our best.
Yeah, that's all one can ask for. Joseph, how about you? So LEDs in 2022. What do you think is the overall outlook?
Well, I think although there are different challenges like pandemic and logistic issue and raw material price issue and so on, but basically for LED components industry, it is not much affected because for production to continue, you always require our it is one of the small component, but a major and key component. So the demand wise, we are not affected at all. But but how to solve the different challenges, we cooperate and give full support to our customer. So each other can be smoothly operate together.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Joseph. And well, Sarah, we'll give the last word to you. So, yeah, for Zaward and for well, for the industry generally, how do you see 2022 panning out?
Actually, for us, we think like 2022 and the upcoming 3 to 5 years is actually good for our company because of the surging demand of electric vehicle. And so, for example, like Joseph's company, you produce LED lights. So, like, that's a huge demand for automobile as well. So, LED lights need thermal solution and then the battery needs thermal solution. So we expect a high, strong growth in this and also the cloud service as well, because now more and more people are working from home, either like not fully resumed to the office, and we do no longer use the big data, like the hard disk to save our data. So cloud service plays an important role. And last would be renewable energies, so like solar panels, wind power, and those are also our focus in 2022.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Sarah. Well, thanks to all of you. In fact, thank you, Joseph and Lily, as well, for joining me today. Well, this morning, I was about to say, but Sarah is still yesterday in the evening. Yeah, thank you so much for your insights. I really appreciate you taking the time. Oh, and thank you to Mina as well, who is off screen now, but for doing the Zaward product demos. I do really appreciate your time and your insights so much. And well, I wish you a happy Christmas and festive season and a happy 2022 as well. So I hope that it works out well for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Thank you all.
All right. So those were our rather excellent TEEMA Electronics Manufacturing Association guests from Taiwan. Although they have associated factories and offices in other countries as well, as discussed. So thank you very much for watching this. A quick plug time for the forthcoming GS live streams. I'm just checking the timetable. On Thursday, we have Analyst's Choice hosted by Arvi. She will be talking to the Taiwan Industrial Fasteners Institute about screws, bolts, and other fasteners. Then we have more TFE fasteners on the 14th. That's going to be a Supplier Stories. And then we have the last electronics live stream of the year is next week on the 14th. That will be Carlo doing Analyst's Choice. And on the 17th, do not miss the buyer fireside chat with Megla Bhardwaj, who will be talking with sourcing experts about moving forward sourcing in 2022 from the buyer's perspective. So thank you for all that. I apologize for the backlighting. The sun moved from the beginning of this live stream. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on social media so that you get all the updates about our forthcoming live streams and so on. Look in the comments, or sorry, look in the description below this video to find links to the suppliers who joined us today as guests. Click on those links, go and contact them about their products and ask them your burning questions. I've been Tom Grenery. Thank you for watching, and I will see you probably in the new year. Thank you. And